extra important you put your gloves on because the Freon is a super cold liquid. So you need some kind of Freon filling tube. The blue end is the part that goes to the car. The brass end is the part that goes to the can. The brass end is the one that you're going to puncture the can with. Whenever you turn this down, it's going to make a sharp point, poke a hole in the can. It's going to be closed at that point. You're going to back it back out. So you poked a hole in the can, back it back out. Now the fluid's going to go from here into here. All right. So we're going to start with it all the way out. It may leak a little bit around here. That's just because this one's kind of old. Red means that it's bad, or red, you're dead. Yellow's, getting kind of worried about it. Blue's good to go. And green is a little low, or it might be low a whole bunch. Your vehicle takes no more than 2 cans. Each can is 12 ounces. You can read on the front right here where it says recommended refrigerant charge 1.54 pounds. So you can do the conversion. 16 ounces is a pound. So you can convert that. So you need no more than 2 cans. You may not even use 2 cans, and it's okay if you don't. Now, if you come over and look with the camera, you're gonna have to look down here. You see my finger? That is the port that you're gonna plug into. It's a cap, like a bottle cap, like a Coke bottle. Right now it's closed. You'll open that, drop it off. It's just a protected cap. It does nothing else more than protect the port itself. So you can take a pair of pliers, open them up. You're gonna get a hold of this guy. And generally I don't really wrench them down a whole lot. I do it just enough that, you know, it's kind of tight.
No. You're gonna pop that.
I have to reach in here. There we go. So, doesn't take much. You don't want to tighten it down like you're wrenching down something. So we're going to take that port and remove it and just pop it off to the side. Now, the super important part at this point is to start the motor, put it in AC mode, full AC, like max AC. Turn the fan all the way on, full 9. All right, again, I backed out this valve, the plunger of this valve is what it's actually called. Backed it all the way out. Can you see that? So there's nothing sticking out, all right? So the can, what's gonna happen is the plunger is gonna puncture the can. So we're gonna go ahead and put the can on, tighten it down. It doesn't have to be super tight, just like you tighten down a Coke bottle lid. And then we're going to take this part, which is a clamp connector. It's going to slide over the connection. You're going to pull this back, slide it over the connection, and release it. And you shouldn't be able to pull it off. All right. The problem is that you're dealing with a moving belt, so you don't want to get your finger in there. You'll end up with a finger like that one. So we're gonna slide that back, put it on top, push it down. It should clamp on. If I can pull it off, it's not clipped on properly. So, yep, it's good and tight. Now you can come around over behind me. So we're green, right? Green says what? Low. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna puncture the can, and the can's a liquid. So we want the liquid to be down so it goes into the tube. Don't turn the can this way, turn it just like so. So we're gonna spin this in till it punctures the can all the way. And then we're gonna back that out because right now that valve is all the way up in, it's sealed. So we're gonna open that up. You may see some leakage around here. This is why you wear gloves. Just keep turning it until it seats and it stops leaking. Just like so. If you had no gloves on, your fingers would be frozen right now. So we're gonna shake the can. So you can feel it empty out. It's emptying out really, really quick. All right. So now we're at blue, yellow, which means that we may be a little bit too full, but we don't know yet. So we're gonna let it run and cycle for a minute. We're gonna keep shaking the can to make sure all the liquid runs out of it all the way through the valve. Okay? Now, once I realize the can's empty, I'm gonna go in, we're gonna check, see if it's cold. Feel the air. Cold. So there's no need to put any more on it in. If it's cold, then you're good. All right, so we'll go back out to the front. Now at this point, we're gonna close the can because we're gonna push the plunger back in to seal it. Again, it won't seal it 100%, but it'll seal it a good bit. And then we're gonna reach down. We're gonna pull the quick release up, making sure we keep our fingers out of this guy right here. And that's it. Then if there's any residual gas left in this, we can either loosen this. If there's a whole lot of liquid, I don't like to do that. I like to open the valve because there's not a lot of liquid. In this case, there's none. It's just gonna be air. Just pull it out and point it away from us, okay?